to a certain level of celebrity, your personal life becomes your celebrity life as well, sadly, but it is true. And I think that you do not need to have a girlfriend if you know you like getting it in with other people.
Dan's here too. You're welcome.
I'm obsessed. I haven't seen one episode. I'm going to catch up on Netflix and Hulu. That's the only way to watch TV is to binge.
Yeah. The ex-wife is suing the current girlfriend, saying they broke up the marriage.
I never blame the girl who comes in. I always blame the person I'm dating for leaving and going outside. It's not the other person's fault.
You know what I'm saying? You always blame the girl.
Why do we blame the other girl? Why do we always blame the other girl?
Well, because the other girl's a bitch who sticks his nose into a marriage. That's why.
No, Liz. I mean, did he have his wedding ring on? It's not always their fault.
I was alcohol drinking in my middle school. I remember there were parties where I didn't go. I wasn't allowed to go. I was working. But there was a lot of parties that there were alcohol in, and I find it interesting. I'm going to say it now, I always feel like we should learn how to drink before we learn how to drive. Because I don't know, I just feel like you have to understand your alcohol a little bit better before you get in the side of a car.
Very European way of thinking.
I think we drink alcohol so much. It's in food, it's not in food, and when you're showing these teenagers about drinking on TV and their parents are worried about what they're going through at these simulated events, teach me how to correctly. Stop binging. You know what I'm saying? Stop binging. Teach me how to drink correctly so I'm not ruining my body. Wine is good for you.
You know what it reminds
It's hard sometimes to have a personal connection with someone in the same room as you. You're insecure. You know they're judging you. You can see the judgment. When you're behind the screen, you are comfortable in your position, whatever avatar you're pretending to be. And I think ultimately we're going to be just chilling in our own house on the computer, sadly. I mean, I've seen a lot of movies that way, where our social awkwardness takes over. Like, I never have to leave to go get groceries because every time I see the grocery person, I'm scared to see their face. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm scared you smell. Like, I don't know what's going on. Not everybody, just somebody that I know. And I feel like this saves us from that social awkwardness, but it also gives us stuff to talk about. We know what's going on.
Well, here's the funny thing.
Can I drink on this? Can I have my wine? Can I have wine?
We're going to drink lots and lots of water for the 22 days because more often than not, when we eliminate alcohol, you realize how much you were really drinking to begin with. So when you go back to drinking, you do it in moderation. It's about becoming more conscious about what you're putting into your body.
I see. Age 18 to 34. And I'm 30. I'm about to be 30 this year, so I'm 29. I want a baby so bad. I wanted a baby since I was 15.
I give you a girl. I got one or two. You could have a fine. Women with kids are like, take mine.
That was I love babysitting. I love kids. I think I'm stuck in a child's mind, and I want to raise my own because I hear a lot of parents really, I don't know if I'm in trouble, really don't like their kids.
You know what? It's not that you don't like them. It's just that they're always there.
You are dating an African American?
I'm dating an African American. Raven,
but this is great.
You and I have been on parallel paths sisters for a long time now. Your interview with Oprah, where I stood up and cheered because I went, my girlfriend is fourth generation African American. She's from Zimbabwe. She happens to have white skin, but she's African and also got her citizenship in America. And that was always my feeling of like, what's black, what's white, what's African? And I have...
When you go shopping, they'll tell you. Stop picking up that purse and walking through the store with it. You don't know, girl.
Yeah, but look at all of our idols right now. Look at all of the most successful people. Look at all the people we're admiring. They don't happen to be like these little white girls with blue eyes, skinny girls walking around. I mean, honestly. And then the whole idea of labeling yourself a sexual preference or orientation. Facebook has 51 new gender orientations and identities. So for people to be saying LGBT, I always make a joke. I say it's going to be LGBT, A, B, C, D, Q, R, S, T. There's going to be a whole line of us.
This is why you love the Bruce Jenner interview?
Yeah. And I really love that Diane couldn't even process it when he was saying, okay, well, I'm not gay, I still like women, I do that. And why does he need a label for that? And people were saying he's brave. I don't think he's brave. You know what I think he is? Himself.
I think he's himself.
Himself, herself, whatever self he wants to be. He's a whatever. And we love you for that, Bruce.
What zone are you in?
Oh my
I
God.
think that's genius. I think it's really smart. I have no kids. I have no kids. I am a kid. I'll take it. But
Some people are with
are you
you.
clapping because I am a kid or because I have no kids?
Some people want you.
I like being able to understand the feelings that I have instead of being reprimanded because I don't understand my feelings in the first place. And that helps me understand my feelings. If somebody talked to me through what I was going through, I'd be able to better communicate as an adult.
So when you are you in right now?
Right now, I'm definitely in a green.
Definitely. I like that.
I don't tell my salary to anybody. They always speculate.
Why don't
You guys,
you?
I don't. My mama told me and my daddy told me not to tell my personal business, and my
Okay.
bank account is my personal business.
Right.
It also helps so that if you get sued, nobody knows what
Nobody
you're going
knows.
for. I agree. I think it's wonderful when moms work, and I love to see that, especially in my family when you see the women work. But it's also a different kind of job when you're a stay-at-home mom. That's a hard job as well. Taking care of a whole household. That's a different kind of job that I don't think gets as much appreciation in this type of study and in other ways. Like mothers need to get paid for being at home, taking care of the next generation. I think there's a difference between a relationship and sex, though. Like.
There is a big difference. Sometimes all you want is sex. Okay, I'm sorry. I know this is... No. And let me just reiterate by saying, as I always do, keep your emails and your tweets and stuff to yourself, because I don't care. But, you know, I used to get in big trouble on this show all the time because I said, you know, I don't want a relationship. Sometimes I do want sex and I don't mind a hit and run. But that's because I don't want it. I don't want to have your kids. I don't want to meet your family. I just want to get laid. What about you,
I
Kitty?
would buy more bras if they weren't so expensive for my cup size.
Same here.
Like,
Really?
Maybe a bra for me can cost like $4.50 if it's a good bra.
What? $4?
Are you going to Toyota for a bra? Where are you leasing your bra?
Hey, Zach, you lifted a little too much. Pull a little some back. Thank you.
No, but here's the deal. Like, I don't wash my bras that much. If anything, my grandmother used to hand wash hers.
Yeah.
And then if it's a really bad one, you know that wire can come out right there.
I hate that.
I
It's
hate
poking
that.
you all day.
And, like, I'm not buying another $400 bra.
away.
Me neither. Small, but I think it's because they want us to
$400 for a bra?
Yes, and
Does it drive?
my headlights make sure they do.
I'm sorry, I haven't worn a bra since before most of you were born. You know, I just kick stuff out the way. Put it back here. Sometimes I use it as a neck warmer.
Okay, but I have a question. Do you
Yes.
sleep in your bras?
No.
I don't wear a bra.
You do?
Yeah. You don't sleep. You sleep in yours?
No.
Yes. Wire or no wire?
No wire.
Okay.
Y'all sleep in your bras?
It's uncomfortable.
See, I heard two things. I heard if you sleep in your bras, it helps them get higher.
That's why my breasts are still saying hello.
You know.
Mine wish me good night every night.
Wait, back up. So, because I want to do what you're doing. If you sleep in it, it keeps them up.
Well, gravity, when you lie down, gravity takes its toll. Everything goes. Why do you think they go and say hello to your armpits when you go to sleep? You know, so it just keeps them all in place.
Just do this. It brings your muscles
Put them
together.
right
You'll be
behind
good.
your head. Pick them right behind your head and lay on them like that. That's it. Well, let me ask you this, because there is a new high-tech mattress that that lets a couple know that they haven't had sex in a while. Apparently, this mattress will even send push notifications suggesting a romantic date. So what I want to know is, what the hell else is this mattress like? If it's smart enough to send me a text, I want to know what else it's doing.
Yeah. I want to know, is it based on,
Movement?
like rough movement or real movement?
I think it's a mattress. Like, what else could it be based on?
But I'm just saying, there's different types of sex people be having.
Based on
You
the
know what I'm
pressure point.
saying?
That's what it is.
all. You know, I'm saying, maybe they'll mistake someone rolling over for an older couple getting it on. on.
They last for 2 seconds. That's a 2-second rollover. I feel really bad for
Tell you
that.
about older couples. They know what to do.
Of course they
Those
know.
old man, you got 6 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's just like this. And she's just like, and that's it.
It says that the sensors are laced throughout the mattress, measuring activity through general pressure points, and then it push notifies to your iPhone watch or a watch.
So your phone beeps. That's it?
Or what if you get a message and you're not in the bed?
That's funny. No, this is good.
What if you get a message and you're not in the bed?
I have 2 dogs in the bed. I mean, I feel like they could do some of those. You know,
you wash your sheets.
No, you were at the theater last
I
night.
went to go see Miss Rosie Perez and her play, Fish in the Dark.
Ah.
Absolutely amazing play. I thought it was genius, well-written, well-directed. Everything came together. I met Larry David. He's awesome, really sexy. I understand it. And then we had lunch and dinner, and we had like a nice little bonding moment.
We did.
Yeah.
And Larry David fanned out on her.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, he was like, oh my God, I watched you. And she went, you did? Then my daughters loved you. They grew up with you. And so that was really nice of them.
Yeah. And where were you?
I think that there's a lot of people who have open minds in both parties, and the biggest evidence of this, to me, recently is Mary Gonzalez is a member of the Texas House of Representatives, newly elected, and she is the first openly pansexual legislator. And I had no idea.
Pansexual is omnisexual. It means you'll date.
Explaining.
It means every sex, every gender, every sexual orientation. I love the human that you are, and not necessarily what you're going through. And I think that it's wonderful that Kris Jenner is doing this, but I also think it's wonderful that we have shows. Bruce, you're right. Well, we'll figure that out later.
What's her name?
Her name, Kris.
Oh.
I don't really watch the show. Anyway.
No, she was saying Kris Jenner instead of Bruce Jenner. But Mary,
I'm sorry to cut you off. Let's not forget Transparent on Amazon and Frankie and Allison, so many other shows and people in the industry and outside of the industry that give more and more doors to be open for that community. I think it's fabulous.
Yes,
I think there was sexual suppression going on. You are being raised in a
Not
very...
by the parents. They have a kid every year.
They did have... And you have that in front of your children, telling them you're not allowed to do certain things.
In front of their children, they're having sex all the time.
I know, but they're not letting their kids do it.
My uterus must have graffiti on it. That's all I have to say. Oh my God, don't come near me.
Go ahead, Rose.
And you create sexual interest mainly when you're attracted to somebody.
There is a health condition that I've heard on
only for a
A&E.
few years. What?
I've heard there's a health condition I heard on A&E or something where women do have a problem getting sexually aroused and getting
menopause, babe.
and getting lubricated enough to be able to have sex. There is some help that is needed on some.
Dry as a bone.
You're dry as a bone. Sometimes you're walking down the street and you notice there's sand on the ground. You're dry.
How about this? My gynecologist told me recently.
What did he say?
Clip I want to show. Back in 2005, I did a show called That's So Raven, and Miss Susan Lucci was on there with me. And I want to show you guys this, and maybe we can bring back some history really fast.
Red. Although I never thought that I could pull it off.
Oh, of course you can. You just gotta own it.
Okay, Raven. I'll tell you what. I'll take your advice if you take mine.
You'll add a little color to your wardrobe?
If you keep your dream to win Best Dressed.
I feel like I've connected with JJ probably more than CAITLYN right now because we're just so similar.
Let me tell you, I love that so much. It doesn't matter.
And at this point, I'm a success story.
Let me tell you, I love that so much. It doesn't matter what age you are, where you're from or what gender you are, you can fall in love with anybody. It doesn't always have to be sex, although it might be, but it could not have been. And I think that it's about time for an LGBT bachelorette or bachelor on TV. It's necessary. To say to Rosie's point of they don't owe us anything, I think the government, in my mind of what it is, they're public servants to us, and they're supposed to be helping us live in a world that's a little bit better, and we're changing. That's why you need to change marriage laws and things of that nature. We need that information. You need to know that we will vote and bring people out like we did Obama. He came to us, he made a push for us, and that's why we came out. Yes, my mom told me to and other people, but I had the information close enough to my wheelhouse.
Well, here's the deal. There's so much stuff out there that you guys got to catch up with because you haven't been paying attention. I have friends who are in Florida said, young people, your age, saying, oh man, when did stop and frisk, not stop and stand your ground come into being? It's like, well, it came in a while ago, and if you had been paying attention, because these are the laws that affect you.
Where do we go? Where do we go?
Where do you go? You go to the people with the information. You ask questions. You got, where did we go? We went to people, we had less information than you guys got.
Online voting. You say nobody can come out. You have it on a Tuesday. It's been that way since voting rights were in place.
We have been trying to change it. Well, we can't change it until y'all start bitching about it, too.
I'm bitching!
All right.
I think people get on the bandwagon and try to roll with it and go so far. I personally think Lauryn Hill is a shoo-in for this. She was on The View. She's done amazing things. She was a young, inspirational person. And not that Caitlyn Jenner isn't courageous, obviously. It's an amazing thing that she has done. But at the same time, I mean, let's just not, keep it in perspective.
You're so pretty.
Or like
pretty.
Okay, thank you.
But it's pretty. Like, I'm sorry.
Happens. So perhaps you should make up your mind as soon as the clothes come off, and I'm saying in your case, and you see the boil and the little snake thing and everything else, just the drip and everything that's there.
Doing with that big of a gun at the air.
And he got upset that somebody questioned him.
What are you doing? I know you're from Georgia. We can carry guns wherever we want to. I've carried guns. I mean, I'm from Georgia. I'm a Southerner. That's what we do. But that's ridiculous.
Do this as a child. Where did that come from? That never came.
It's a mental issue. It's not a behavior. They said it's a behavior. I think it's a mental issue, no?
Well, it could be both. I mean, no one knows.
Yes, it's a very complicated issue.
We're wearing these jerseys because tonight the Cleveland Cavaliers take on Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals. To
give more respect to the victims as well. They needed to bring up more topics about what the girls that suffered these atrocious acts went through and how they helped it. Their daughters and girls not their daughters as well. I mean,
but I do think that
people get right back in the car, because if you're coming to see me, call me and let me know you're coming. Don't just show up.
Let me tell you what happened to me. I have a gun in my house, and in California laws, you're not supposed to have ammunition inside of your gun. They're supposed to be separate and locked, but I didn't know that. I'm from Georgia, so I had the gun, and I thought somebody, I'm saying it quick because I know we got to go. I thought somebody came into my house, and I have my gun ready. People don't know. But I called, they know now. I'm going to see you. Oh, that's scared, sweetie. We gotta go. We don't have time. That's two hands. There's a way to go. But I called the cops because there was nobody else in my house, and they were like, Raven, we're not gonna do anything, but we could arrest you because you're not supposed to have your gun loaded. I can go arrested if I shoot somebody that came into my house with me if I don't get hurt. Some laws need to, it's ridiculous. But it wouldn't change my life. I want to change your life right now. Can I do that? Yes. So you're very honest about not being America's best dancer. So before we go, and I know you're the host of a dance show for the last 11 seasons, we can definitely call you an expert in dances in general, right? Kind of, in a sort of way. Ish. So I want to play a game that I like to call... We're going to put 45 seconds on the clock, and I'm going to dance some of the most famous dances, old and new, and you have to guess what they are. Are you ready to play? You ready? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Poking. 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 Korean style. Very good. Cha-cha. Salsa. Yeah. Come on. We can whip up. Yeah. Running on. I can't get this in. Wow. Twist. Oh. This guy. Saturday Night Fever, John Travolta.
salt, electrolytes. A little bit in the water makes a big difference.
Because there's a diet where you drink salt water and then it's not good later.
It's not good later. I use it in my hair and make a beach spray.
That's a lot of salt,
works, but
that's a lot of salt.
well, then have less salt, all right? Have less salt. But wait, and on the outside, I'm making. He's going right
Move on. She missed it. Wait a minute. Joy knows she's older.
I don't have sex.
I didn't watch it. I don't know what you guys are talking about. But what I am excited about is all the memes that I'm going to be tweeting people as soon as they come out on the internet, because I know LeBron's face is beastie on this one. It's going to be some great stuff. I was actually at a birthday party for Yancy Edwards, who does my hair. Happy
I did watch.
The value of that horse is going to go up to maybe $100 million.
Well, yeah, because
$100 million?
Yes,
Stud
because
fee,
you
honey.
can stud fee. You know, if
Money,
life were
a lot of money at stake
different,
here.
you could hook up, but you can't. Okay, no stud fee for you.
No stud fee.
And
The other two officers didn't. I heard that they were very calm talking to everybody. He had been running around, and he actually told one of the boys, "You had me running around here with 30 pounds of material on. Sit down. When I tell you to sit down, you sit your beep 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 down." It was absolutely atrocious, and and he won Police Officer of the Year a few years ago in like 2007 or something. I don't know exactly, but he has a medal for being a great officer.
Well, Lindsey Graham, who will be here next week, says that CAITLYN is welcome in his party anytime. Now, does it surprise you to hear him say that?
He doesn't support. He supports traditional marriage, not non-traditional, whatever you categorize that as. I'm very surprised. I think it's a publicity stunt, personally.
Really?
Well, CAITLyn Jenner is the hot topic right now.
So you sort of believe in identity politics. You have to believe all the same thing. You wouldn't just, because a lot of voters, maybe national security is their #1 issue, so it's not a litmus test. But I hear what you're saying, and I think you may be disqualified for people of your generation. But there are people who believe in same-sex marriage for whom the fight against terrorism is supreme. So I believe in same-sex marriage, but I'm going to vote for the person who I think will keep this country safe.
And would you ask CAITLyn Jenner to be a part of your party and root for him?
I would ask
still not give him.
Well, he's a party, and he's announced to Diane Sawyer.
I think that they should try to change their ways of looking at it. Give him a chance to get married if he wants to.
Listen, it's like marriage. You don't have to agree on everything. You just have to, have a good rapport.
What does he say? What does he say?
Well, so what Lindsey said is that radical Islam hates you and all of us as much as they hate CAITLyn Jenner. So in America, we're all in this together. I think to Lindsey Graham and to a lot of politicians, being respectful and understanding that we may have differences of opinion about marriage doesn't trump the fact that there are a whole bunch of other things we agree on. And that's Lindsey's message, and I'm excited he's coming. I think that my party can make a lot of progress by being tolerant and being understanding and saying we may not agree on traditional marriage, but I hope there are other things where I can bring you over, and you're welcome. And I applaud Lindsey for that.
Abortion either.
Well, I don't know where Bruce Jenner stands on abortion.
On his stance on abortion, he said, if we can't agree on abortion, let's talk about taxes. And I think that him running for president, he's basically saying, maybe the issues of separation of church and state should take precedence. And I don't know if it's a publicity stunt. We will see. But for him just to make that statement, I thought it was very, very big of him.
Well,
and we'll see.
Yeah, well, you should ask him your question. But I think that saying that if abortion is your #1 issue, or if same-sex marriage is your #1 issue, I'm not your guy. But if you care about other stuff too, listen to me. Yeah. And I think his message to CAITLyn Jenner, he heard her say to Diane Sawyer, I'm a Republican. I think that's fantastic for the Republican Party. But if CAITLyn doesn't, at the end of the day, think that the other issues are just as important, she's probably going to vote for somebody else. But I think it's a failure of imagination and intent to not try. So I'm proud to see a Republican go for CAITLyn.
At least he's trying.
That's right. At least he's trying. That's right. Incremental steps.
To bring young people into our party. And by saying that you're going to start prosecuting recreational pot users, for young people, they might just stop listening right away.
Do you know how many people need and love their card? Because then at least they have a
card. So that's not what he's talking about.
He's not been good on medicinal either.
But it is legal in New Jersey.
It is legal in New Jersey if you can find a dispensary.
But I think the image now and the knowledge about Colorado's economy, he needs it. Anyway,
but he also said that
so on Father's Day, you became a viral sensation because you did a really cool Dad Jam video.
I became a what?
Internet sensation, viral Viral. Viral.
What was the second word?
Sensation.
You heard that, Mommy?
I like it. It's really easy. I love it.
Okay, now I hate weighing myself, but I know
Really,
this
Ray?
is like...
She's going.
Okay, go for it.
Look, I have been having no carbs and for a long time.
Okay.
Way to
Go
go,
for it,
girlfriend.
go for it.
With my heels on. I was
Okay.
going to make you guys go through this morning because I'm never one to willingly hop on a scale. Secret is zero. Well, this
She weighs nothing, okay? She weighs nothing. This is a nice one. It tells you more than just your weight, right?
Absolutely. It's a digital snack, too.
And then before you leave the spa, you want your hair to look good.
Absolutely.
So what do we have here?
Who doesn't love leaving the salon? You know, your hair just looks great. It feels great.
Right.
These are going to give you those salon results. It's by Hair Beauty, a hair makeover set. Look at Ray is
what
just
do we
getting
got?
in there.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Well, this isn't his first. I'm sorry I left you go through this. I'm a Simpson fan through, osmosis for my brother. I actually wasn't allowed to watch the show because it competed with The Cosby Show, but that's a different topic. He was with Mindy Sims, Amber, Julia, and Lorene, but he never left. He never left Marge. And this is one of the relationships that we can always look towards. And now, who do we have to look up to?
I don't know. Marge didn't leave him, though.
No, Homer left. He left? He left probably for Spider-Pig. Who knows what's going on? Not forget about the other shows that I know that I watched when I was younger that also helped me. Sesame Street, you had Conjunction Junction, What's Your Function?
ABC's Schoolhouse Rock. ABC's
Captain Planet, Carmen Sandiego. I learned how Let's not forget it. They also have really good computers for younger people. They have Leapfrog. They have different websites to help kids learn, because let's not forget that's what this world is turning into.
Yes.
The technology world. It is, and it's going to progress.
Absolutely,
And
but
it
should it
shouldn't be as
do you
open
think,
as a
well, but do you think
computer.
there should be, do you feel that there should be time where you're not on it? Because you're a young person, and I wonder, because I see lots of folks who are, I call you 12, who are 12, and basically everything has to do with this or this, and I wonder, how often do you put yours down, or do you?
I definitely know that there's something called technosis, where you get addicted to what's going on there, and I go to sleep playing Candy Crush. It's really bad. My eyes get tired. I go to sleep.
Right.
Or I'm always on there looking for information about this show.
Right.
But then there are times when I say, okay, I'm not connecting with anybody, but that's an internal voice, or my parents in my head saying, pay attention, because they didn't come from that.
Right.
But kids nowadays, like I'm sure your granddaughter, you said she has swipe finger. There's nothing in great-granddaughter, sorry. She has no idea, and the new ones have no idea when to turn it down, because I am connecting. There's Periscope now, where I can connect live. There's FaceTime. Like, there's people that are connecting on screen because they can't connect with anybody else.
That's a parent's responsibility.
What to do when you're not doing it yourself.
You're not, say it again.
Do not tell us what to do if you're not doing it yourself.
There you go.
My dad used to tell me all the time, get off the phone if it's not for business. And I'm like, but you ain't doing business either, so what you on the phone for? Smack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, then I get in trouble.
Yeah.
But I'm going to learn from my elders. Like, that's what I'm supposed to do. Sorry.
That's the thing.
Our thanks to Colin Quinn. Yeah, we got to go. Our thanks to Colin Quinn. Be sure to catch. I think it's awesome that he took her name, because it just shows that he's not power hungry in a man sense. Like, you have my name, I'm also the head of the household. They could be more of a progressive relationship to where everybody can share things. I mean, his name might sound better with Saldana, or she's like, listen, if I change my name, my brand might change. Like, who knows?
And I think Carly's trying to say, give me instant feedback. I'm not going to just take a vote every 4 years. I want to know, as I'm governing, what you think.
And
I think it's brilliant.
If she texts me the entire bill and lets me know what's going to happen in layman's terms, not rhetoric that I don't understand either. Don't get me caught up. Prop 8, Prop 9, whatever you're saying.
Hashtags on every part of that bill.
I will vote. Literally, I would be a part of that movement. And would it change things to make it go faster? What do they really expect us to do? When I get on a plane, I need to bring a bag to travel with. You're now charging me $50 to $100 for actually bagging, and then shortening the things. When I got here 2 months ago, I brought 3 bags. It cost me $600 to pack my bags underneath the plane. Now, how am I supposed to do that? Go to FedEx? That's going to be more expensive.
That's an app that lets people track how much sex they're having. Yeah. Okay. Is this something you want to share with Apple?
I do. I mean, I'm not really sharing it with Apple. If they let me put the name of the person I'm having sex with, if I used a condom, Maury's going to be out of a job. If anybody watches Maury, you're going to know who your baby daddy is, because you're going to know when, how, what happened. could tell if you contracted some type of STD.
But what happens if you get hacked?
Yeah, it's all going in the cloud. What if your mom finds out?
You know, I was thinking, these people don't, it is not consistent with their religious beliefs. They have the right to put their money where it is.
They're also Christians. They're people who are supposed to be forgiving, understanding. Let's not forget where Christianity started, and they were persecuted by pagans, and they forgot that they were prosecuted. I have to be honest with you. I learned about how amazing you were on Law & Order. I was such a fan, and still am. That show ran for 20 seasons, and you were part of 16 of those seasons. I cried when you left. I will say I did cry because that's something I watched. Okay, you talk about, I'm sorry, you talk about something called the 80-20 rule. I do that with who I'm dating. Yeah. So, you can do it with everything in your life. How does that work out? It works out pretty well.
Wait. We had to stop you because hello and welcome to the view. We are making huge announcement today. We're kicking something special off. We are happy to announce that Raven-Symone is now permanently. Come on, Raven!
Let's celebrate. Come on now. Let's celebrate.
Come on, baby.
We're gonna have a great time. Let's celebrate. It's all right. We're gonna have a good time. Let's celebrate. It's all right.
Welcome.
You guys, I am so happy. I remember coming on The View when I was 15 years old for the Cheetah Girls.
Right.
Didn't come back for the next Cheetah Girls. Came back again. Came with you and Broadway.
Yes.
And I'm very happy to be sitting with these smart, talented mentors. And I brought you gifts. Let's see. Nicole, you get chocolate.
Thank you.
She loves chocolate. I don't like normal presents. I like presents that you would normally not think.
Yes.
I heard that you love bacon.
I don't work here and I get a gift. Thank you.
You gotta start somewhere.
Right? I'll start right here.
Tres leches? Tres leches, my favorite!
Yes.
Potato chips and watermelon.
Thank you.
You get this? You need a fork? No, of course not. You guys, let's have some fun.
All right.